So here we are, John Peel's personal reminiscences of Glastonbury.
Well, my very first Glastonbury was the very first Glastonbury, but I can't remember anything about it. Not because I was like really stoned, you know, but because I got a bad memory, so I can't tell you anything about that at all. But this is the third that I've been to in a row, and I come to them, you know, obviously to hear some of the music, but mainly because I got like a gang of children and they like coming to it, and I can get them in for nothing, you know. It's mainly Andy Kershaw who's been working at it for the last 10, 12 years or so, and he went on about it at such length that I thought it'd be worth coming back. It's one of those things where you feel it's getting a bit too big, really. I mean, I think the place to be is like, you know, on one of the other stages, really, not on the. Well, I'm not on the main stage. I mean, I play a few records on the NME stage, which are met with marked indifference. But really, that's just a device, as I say, to get myself and like a gang of children in. You know, there are like 8 of them, I think I've got in this time. So I phone up and say, can I have 9 passes? And there's a sort of sharp intake of breath. I'm also doing my radio program live from here tonight. Unfortunately, we're billed to feature Madder Rose. Not that I've got anything against Madder Rose, but they played live on Mark Radcliffe's programme last night, so it's not me being kind of petulant, but it seems a pity that you know, that that's just record company trickery, and that's what they're there to do, you know, find the lady. But just heard Dread Zone on the main stage, and they were wonderful, and so we've got a tape of them. And they're going to cut Madder Rose down to the bare minimum and play a lot of Dread Zone instead. I do wander around and go and see what's going on here. I mean, what else do you do? You know, I mean, that's part of the charm of the thing, is that there is so much to see. I mean, you can come here and have a thoroughly good time and really hardly listen to any music. I mean, not consciously make a point of listening to any music at all. It is just a great event for pottering about, looking at stuff, really. I think anybody who thinks, you know, is apprehensive about letting their offspring come here is making a terrible mistake. It's much more dangerous, frankly. I mean, my children go and wander around the small market town where we live on a Friday and Saturday night, and I'm much more concerned about them there. As people come out to like the local nightclub, you know, which everybody thinks is sort of safe and respectable because it's got a green neon sign outside of it, and it's called something like Samantha's. It isn't, in fact, but it's, you know, and of course the people who've gone in there and filled themselves up with extra strong lager and come out raring for a fight, they're the really dangerous people, and they're not here by and large. I used to go to the Pink Pop Festival in Holland regularly because I used to play records at that. But I mean, that was more like a kind of Reading event, you know, smaller and more controlled and so on. I've not been to anything really like Glastonbury anywhere else, I don't think. There may be such things, but I've not been to one. People have loosened up a lot over the last 20 years, and I suppose Glastonbury is just a manifestation of that. You know. When back in hippie days, you know, I came here with Mark Bolan. Actually, we climbed Glastonbury Tor, and of course, when you got up there, you're really having to swat the hippies away like flies everywhere you went. They all thought they were King Arthur or Queen Guinevere or Lancelot or something. I mean, but I liked all of that, you know, but I don't feel. I mean, I believe places have atmospheres, but I think I'd probably prefer the atmosphere of this place when it's countryside, as a kind of country boy. You know, I like empty fields and stuff like that. They're more my cup of tea. I'm not sure whether I'd come if I had to, you know, endure having my tent stolen and all that kind of stuff, because you just get, you know, pissed off with that, really. But I like coming here, and you know, yeah, I think I'll probably come again. Yes. And I've got another child who hasn't been yet, so I'm going to have to bring her, because I said to her, as we left, she was looking very sorrowful, and I said, next year, Flossie, it'll be your turn. So that's a promise. Occasionally found myself at parties at home, you know, where all the blokes got together in the kitchen to talk about lagging boilers and things like this, you know, insulating lofts, you know. So I mean, I don't go to loft insulation fests, and they don't come to Glastonbury, you know. At Glastonbury.
So that was John Peel telling us like it was. And it's me, Katie, and Mark telling you like it is.